So hi guys, it's Friendly Advice. I'm going to show you the easiest dal recipe. So I've taken three types of dals. These are very easy to cook. They boil in like 10 to 15 minutes. So it's called mango beans. This is the other masoor dal, and this is the covered masoor dal. So these three, I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to wash it. That's the first step. Wash it nicely, at least 2-3 times out of the water. So you don't want to have any residue on top, okay? So that's my first step. The next step I'm going to do is boil my dal. So I'm going to add 2 spices when I'm boiling it. I add a little bit of chili powder. And you can add as much or as little, or don't add if you don't want. And I would add some turmeric to my dal and some salt. So usually I add like 1 little teaspoon of each, but you can always modify according to your family's taste, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna boil this dal in my pressure cooker. Even if you didn't have pressure cooker, you can just boil it for 15 minutes and your dal should be ready, okay? So next step is my dal is ready. And I'm going to make the tempering for the dal. That's what I'm going to do next, which is very easy. So all I use is these cumin seeds right here. So I put about 2 little spoons of cumin seeds, which are very good for digestion. So you add that, and it's very good to use the spice to use in this cold weather. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some onions. Once my cumin seeds for 5 seconds, and then I add the onions, okay? So I've cut these onions, and I'm gonna cook it. Very, very easy to do. So I make it a little translucent, and then once my onion is cooking, then I have made a ginger garlic paste. I usually do that at home. So I just take some ginger, garlic, and then all I do is put that. I usually do on a weekly basis. It's very good in winter to use. So I have done this. I've used my chopper. And it's nice, ready to go for the week. And I don't buy store-bought. This is like fresh ginger. I buy organic ginger from Costco. And I buy garlic, okay? And that it's very, very flavorful. It will give this dal, which is like basically lentil soup. But you can keep it a little thick so you can eat it with rice and roti. So I've added that. So in Indian cooking, basically you can use vegetables and herbs to give a lot of flavor. You don't have to use a lot of spice, but we're going to add spices after this is ready. So I'm going to show you when it's ready and when we add the spices. So we don't add spice yet because we don't want to burn it, okay? The spices will be added once I know these onions are a little brown and looking. So I've just added oil, cumin seed, ginger, garlic, and some onion. That's a step at the moment, okay? And I'm going to show you when I add the spices. So this is how the onion should look. The oil is sort of coming out. The garlic, ginger is done, nice and brown. I haven't burnt anything. And then I'm going to add some tomato. You can add as much as like 3 tomatoes to this recipe, or 4, however you might like. So tomato is going to give another flavor and is going to make the dal really, really tasty, okay? And I am planning to add some spinach into the dal, and that's optional. You don't have to, but I just want to make it like a meal, and a really, really healthy meal for this nice, winter outside that we have. So it's a complete meal. So I'm gonna add, you can add a bunch of, just cut up some spinach and add it to the dal. now, or even when you're boiling, it's fine. So you can see how good this looks. So I'm going to let it cook, and then now it's the time when I can add some spices. So I'm going to add my chili powder, as you can see. Like one, for the quantity, I'm making for 10 people. So I would suggest add like 1 full spoon of this. And I'm going to again add some more turmeric. And I'm going to add some coriander powder as well. And then I am going to add a little bit of salt. And again, within Indian cooking or any cooking, it's about taste. You need to taste the food, and you can adjust the spice according to your family, okay? So you can always add more later, but don't add too much in the beginning because you don't want it to be too spicy for you. Because you can always reduce the spice, but I mean you cannot reduce it, you can always add more. So that's it. So my tempering is done. I'm going to add that to my dal and I'll show you the product. So this is the finished product. So my dal, quick, very easy dal is ready and very satisfying for this cold winter. Complete meal. Eat with rice, roti, and you're good to go.